Hey guys, today what we are doing is we are learning how to measure correctly. So in our measuring correctly, we need to look to see what our device gives us. This is a meter stick, but it's got different ways that it can be used. So I'm going to show you how we would use each side. First of all, we have the actual marking. So on this one, I'm going to step back so you can see it. There's no other markings besides just that it's 1 meter. So since that is the only marking, that's what we know for certain. We know the ones place. And then we would estimate one place further than that, meaning one place to the right of that. So on that, we would estimate the tenths place. So if I wanted to measure something, say I wanted to measure my shoulder to shoulder, notice that it didn't even make it to the halfway mark. So I might say that it's 0.3 meters. I would estimate that. I don't know for sure that it's 0.3 meters. I'm just estimating. Then that's side A. Then on side B, you'll notice that there's more markings. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it keeps going. So we've got all the way through 10 markings, but notice that each one of those is counting up by ones. So we would have our certain value in the ones place. Again, we would estimate one place further than that, one place to the right, and so we would estimate the tenths place. And these are decimeters. So again, if I were to measure my shoulder to shoulder, then I would see that I'm past 3, but I'm not quite to 4. So I might estimate that it's 3.8. Notice that I'm closer to that side, so that's why I picked the larger number for the decimal. So 3.8 decimeters might be what I would say that I measured, because I'm estimating the tenths place. The next one that we have, it has lots more markings. Okay, this is side C. Side C has markings, but it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got the same count, whereas it's all by ones. This time we're talking about centimeters, but it's all by ones. So we know for certain the ones place. And then again, we're going to estimate one place further. So we're going to estimate the tenths place. So sorry, I'm getting all crowded on the camera here, but we've got from shoulder to shoulder, so about right there, we have 37, and then it goes a little bit past the halfway mark. So I would say 37.6 centimeters. But I'm just estimating that. I'm just guessing that it is around 0.6. Now I'm doing a good estimation because I know that it's past the halfway mark. So I know it's more than 0.5. But it wasn't quite close to the next whole number. So I would say it's closer to the halfway mark. So that's why I said 37.6. And then our last side that we have here, this is side D of this meter stick. And on our last side, we still have the numbers ones, but if you'll notice, there's little tiny markings in between of those. And those little tiny markings are the tenths place. So since those small markings represent the tenths place, we know for certain the tenths place, which means that we're going to have to estimate one place further to the right, and we're going to have to go to the 100ths place. So 0.01 place. This is side D, and we're measuring with certain to the tenths, and then we'll estimate the 100ths. So again, if I measure all the way over to the edge of my shoulder, there's where I get to. So I know for sure that it's 37.6. And then I'm going to estimate one place further. So I might estimate that it's 37.61 because it's really close to that 0.6 mark. So 37.61. So again, I knew 37.6 because the lines told me. That's what I know for certain. And then I'm going to estimate one place further, and that's where I'm estimating, I'm guessing how far it is between those lines. Now this is important because in our measurement, we can only be as precise as our device is. And like this, not very precise at all. Like I had no idea. I was like, I guess maybe 0.3. But then on that last side, I could be a lot more precise. I could say, okay, now I know a whole lot more information. And that helps with our measurement so that we know how precise or how accurate it actually is. All right, so that was the measurement with the meter stick. Make sure that you fill out your Google form that goes along with that. And then click on the next one. Bye, guys.